Hello all you hardcores out there, how you doing? It's Big Porky here. Hello all you haters, how are you doing? And you trolls, I hope you're okay. Because you keep watching, don't you? Hey? Well, keep watching today because while you're doing this, you're not knocking your old ladies about, are you? Alright. Right, straight into business. Get the size of head on me there, Jesus. It's a couple of years ago that, innit? I think I was 20 stone then. I was about 4.5 stone ago. At Ryan Rhodes gym. Right, straight into business. First of all, I want to thank Justin at the Tea Leaf Company for sending me this. Coffee, what's it called? Coffee amaretto or something. Can't see it. Oh, that's it. Coffee amaretto, the Tea Leaf Company. So very nice here that Justin, very nice of you to send me that. It's nice to receive gifts. I didn't ask for it, but it's very nice. A nice surprise. When I went to garage this morning, thank you very much. You packed it well as well, so nice. I'm going to try and do it in a tea strainer this time, and not them bags that you sent me with the string on. I think it's still the same, innit? But it's very nice coffee that. I'm very impressed. And it's one of them things, innit? But coffee, innit? It's a nice drink. But right, I'm gonna go straight in on stuff now. Big Dosser Femi there, look at him, Big Dosser. Right, I'm going to come straight out of it. I'm not really bothered what people think. I'm not here to make any mates. I've got enough mates I need in this world. I don't need any more mates. But IFL TV, Boxing Social, right. They've got a lot of access to Frank Warren. But I think we're seeing a pattern now. The questions are not being asked that I want to see asked. Now, I've texted on my WhatsApp Rob Tebbett tonight, and I've said I think you're good at what you do. You had Frank Warren on the hook. You asked him about StubHub, and his reply was well, Frank shut him down, didn't he? Frank shut him down, basically. But I'm gonna find the video. Right, I'm gonna find the video and I put it on for you. I think I can do this.
With that being said, I mean, another rumour that has come out and surfaced online is tickets emerging on resale websites such as StubHub, and I think Voucher doing deals on there. Again, is that something that you're privy to? Is that something that you have any knowledge of?
None whatsoever.
Okay. Anthony Hard fighting on.
Right, that were it, basically. That were it. Right. Is that it? That's all Rob Tebbett asked him. Frank went none whatsoever, and that were it. He never pushed him on it. Now, why he didn't push him on it, I don't know, because he's very talented, Rob Tebbett, and he's got this reputation of this guy who asks the real questions, real journalist questions. Well, I don't think that were a real journalist moment for Rob Tebbett. I don't know. I mean, if he pushes him on it, does he lose his press pass? I don't know, but if you're going to start pushing the situation where you are wanting to be known as the man who asks the journalist questions, you know, he was coming out with all the journalist talk on the New Age Podfather. Remember that, don't we? They had him on as a guest a few weeks ago, and it were all very nice and cosy, and Rob was wanting to be took very seriously as a journalist. That's why his relationship didn't work out with Michelle Phelps, because Rob's a serious boxing journalist. Now you just saw that, haven't you? Now go 12 minutes into the Frank Warren interview on Boxing Social and you will see how serious Rob Tebbett was. Now I've texted Rob this, told him my opinion, he hasn't replied. I ain't got a problem with Rob, seems a nice chap, but everybody has an opinion, don't they? My opinion is that's not good enough, Rob. You're putting yourself out as a hardcore boxing journalist who asks the right questions. Well, you just asked Frank Warren that and he said none whatsoever, and then you went, alright, on to Anthony Yarde, and that was it. The other thing that Rob never asked, well, we know Coogan don't ask these questions, but at least Rob Tebbett gets respect for asking Frank. Frank cut him short, that was it, he never pushed on it. Rob never asked Frank Warren about the bankruptcy story. Now, I think that's a serious topic for the simple reason that Frank Warren has got access to 60 fighters. These fighters have trainers, cutmen, managers, nutrition guys, chiropractic guys, mortgages, families, cars to pay for, bills to pay, they've got to eat. A lot of them don't have another job. Those that do have another job are trying to get on in the sport. So I think these lads and these families need to know about Frank Warren's current bankruptcy situation. We keep reading about it in the papers and we're hearing about it on the radio, and Eddie Hearn seems to bring it up every now and then. But these journalists, Rob Tebbett, Coogan Cassius, Michelle Joy Phelps, Pab from PSB Sports, Jeff Powell, Gareth Davis, none of these people seem to bring it up about the Frank Warren bankruptcy situation. Now Frank Warren's been running his mouth off for years about StubHub, about how bad it is and this and that. Soon as Frank Warren gets a little taste of the StubHub money, nobody wants to ask him any questions, and them that do are fobbed off like Rob were fobbed off. So respect to Rob Tebbett. You did ask, but you didn't really push it in the hardcore boxing journalist, serious journalist that you want to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. My style's a bit different. I'd have said, Frank, you're going to have to do a bit better than that. Come on, you're knee deep in it with StubHub. You've been hammering Eddie Hearn about StubHub, Frank. Why are you involved with them? Are you a hypocrite? What money are you getting out of it? Why are they involved? That's what I want to know. StubHub. You've had MPs investigating StubHub. You've been screaming it from the rafters. You've wanted questions asked in the House of Commons. You've been running around with emails showing StubHub business and explaining what it's all about. And we've all been screaming blue murder, Frank. And now all of a sudden you're getting a slice of the cake, and all of a sudden it's alright, Frank Warren. Well, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at all. And I'm also not happy with all these journalists who are going to all these boxing events. They're all wanting the best seats at the press. Don't you know who I am, and I should be sat here and I'm here to do a job and blah blah blah. They're doing long interviews with Dave Allens, your Frank Warrens, your Eddie Hearns, the same old clique, and yet these people are giving 2 minutes to kids who are on the undercard. Now, I want to see it all shared out properly. I'm not hammering Rob Tebbett, I'm hammering all of them. I want to see it done properly. I want to see it shared out. That's all I want to see. I want to see it shared out, because I don't think that's happening. I don't think it's getting shared out correctly, and they're all picking the favourites, aren't they, these guys? They're going where it does numbers. You don't see Steve Wood or Steve Goodwin or Jake McGuigan. They don't seem to be getting on IFL, and Boxing Social, do they? Because they don't do the numbers. Frank Warren does the numbers. Now, I think Boxing Social are just copying IFL basically. They're going from one to other. They're going from Eddie to Frank. You know, they're going from one to other. But I want to see questions asked. I mean, fair play. He does ask Eddie Hearn about StubHub, but Eddie's not bothered. Eddie can't not answer questions about StubHub. They're his partner, aren't they? They sponsor Matchroom and Joshua and that, don't they? StubHub. But Frank Warren's been screaming blue murder about StubHub for the last 4 or 5 years. And I mean screaming blue murder. And to be honest with you, I think there's a bit of double standards there, and I feel that Rob Tebbit shouldn't be putting himself about as the serious journalist type who didn't want to work with Michelle Phelps and then cocking off when he had Frank Warren on the hook. He started it, and then in my opinion he bottled it. Now I know he's got a job to do, and you don't know if there's somebody above him at Boxing Social saying to Rob, well, don't push it on it, we don't want to lose his press pass. I don't know, but if you want to be took seriously, and you know you're head of content at Boxing Social, aren't you? Something needs to be done, doesn't it? Or are you just going to be another Kugan Cassius wannabe, Rob? No, take that how you want to take it. You've got my number. We'll have a debate on it. I'm more than willing to come down to Martin Theobald at Milton Keynes. I've got his address here. I was going to go down other month, I didn't. I'll come down and then I'll go on their programme and I'll have a debate with you about it. And if nobody likes what I've got to say, so be it. I'll get in my car and I'll drive home. But I'm passionate about boxing just like you, Rob Tebbit. But at least when you get Frank Warren backed into a corner and you ask him about the StubHub thing, at least finish it off. Do you know what I mean? Don't, you know, don't bottle it like you did, because I think you're a bit better than that, mate, myself. For those that didn't hear it, I'll play it again.
With that being said, I mean, another rumour that's come out and surfaced online. With that being said, I mean, another rumour that's come out and surfaced online is tickets emerging on resale websites such as StubHub and I think Woucher doing deals on there. Again, is that something that you're privy to, or is that something that you have any knowledge of? None whatsoever. Okay. Anthony Yard fighting on.
None whatsoever. Oh, okay. Anthony Yard. There you go. That's there. Once you say something on here, that's there for life. Now, I think that Rob Tebbit will get a lot of stick now off people for that. You know, he's putting himself out there, as I've just said earlier, as the serious guy. Now, he looks a bright guy. I've been told he's an actor. Good luck to him. He seems a nice chap. But I'd like to see him grill them properly. Grilled Eddie Hearn on it and went round other avenues, and Eddie just fronted it out, doesn't he? He's got a brass neck on him, but Frank can't go around saying that he's against StubHub now, and you know, and now working with him. Bit of double standards. But anyway, boring with this subject now, so that's my opinion on that. So like or subscribe and comment, you know, feel free to do that. Once again, thank you to Justin from the Tea Leaf Company in Brighton for the coffee and amaretto. Smells gorgeous. Thank you very much. And it's onwards and upwards, I suppose, isn't it? We'll get on to the next video now then. Alright, so peace out and keep on trucking, boys and girls. Thank you very much.